recording has been started.
Hey, was
All
it
right.
40 to 50 feral hogs, or was it 50 to 60 feral hogs?
50 to 60.
Fantastic, thank you.
I think. I said that with a lot of confidence for somebody who actually suddenly doesn't know. But, yeah, so welcome to Pathfinder. Let's
It was 30 to 50.
30 to 50. Oh my god, I have no idea. I said that with utter complete confidence for somebody who is 100% wrong. Actually, no, I had one number. I'm going to say 50% wrong. So, let's give a recap and try to recap. I know Joe's been able to listen for some sessions, but not all of any session. So, what has happened since the Victor Lord? Oh, did we lose Joe?
No. Joe's here.
Oh no, Joe said computer.
It says
unplugged.
whoops. She said whoops. Computer unplugged.
Yeah, that and I think Joe's laptop needs the power to live, right?
I did
Yeah.
not see the message. Then yes, she is probably disappeared.
Her ghost is haunting us until her laptop fully dies.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna restroom real quick.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, I will text another question about the wheelchair. The wheelchair assignment that I have not done. There she goes. Ghost of Joe.
She goes again.
I answer these questions about this wheelchair justification assignment. Again, very confidently for somebody who's not on the fucking assignment. Yeah, sure, fuck it. The back height should be high because he's an Asia B, so he's not going to regain core control because he's an Asia B. So, like, fuck it, you know? Spinal cord injury, am I right, boys?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wheelchairs. They got some sick accessories for wheelchairs.
They sure do.
We saw a video in class of one of our professor's patients who is it's our peds professor, so it's obviously a child, but it's basically like a fucking tank treads that he can stick this wheelchair into.
Oh, I've seen those sorts of things. Yes.
And then fucking power around on the beach. Apparently he went hunting with it. He fucked around on the beach all summer. I'm like, damn, they have invented things.
Got machines and mechanisms.
They got devices for those things. And if you write hard enough, you too can get this paid for by Medicaid.
As you should.
As you should. I'm astonished that Medicaid paid for that. She was too. She wrote the letter for it to try and justify it, and she was also shocked that Medicaid paid for it, which, you know, goes to show you that you don't need to believe in yourself to succeed. So this was a motivational story from start to finish. Anyway, sorry. Oh, I remember to pause anyway. I'm not sidetracking. I am smart.
The recording technically is still going on, because I'm playing my little fucking farming game, and you guys get to be subject to that until we start.
It's okay. It's okay. Farming game.
Let's see if you guys will be able to see Cleo.
I'd love to see Cleo. Oh, I see her in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
Right there.
In the curve of the blanket.
Just barely see her behind the blanket.
Baby.
She's just a baby.
She's napping.
She's literally just a baby. Look at my thick poster. It's
Very
from
rad.
Okami. Because it was offset, I got it for $5. And you can't even tell.
That looks awesome.
Yeah.
love it.
And the baby, of course. Okay, hold on. Maybe this is dumb. Jeremy Fragrance is a real guy?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was like a made-up name for some implied guy who knows fragrances. But he's a guy. What the hell?
I have not even heard this name. Are there memes about him?
I mean, I've heard it in the passing sense of this is a meme, but I don't have any context for the meme, so I assumed he was a made-up guy made by people who know things about perfumes.
Ah. But no, he's actually Jeremy Fragrance, and he actually knows about,
Like,
We
what
love a good
fragrance are you
eponym.
wearing?
What fragrance are you wearing now?
Jeremy Fragrance. Oh my god, that guy is not what I thought Jeremy Fragrance, might look like based on his name, but now I am,
I mean, like, this is a man who clearly, underneath this lab coat, is wearing a suit that is too small for him.
That's so funny.
Jeremy Fragrance. And the lab coat is not ironed.
Yeah, that
Nope.
might just be like a clinic jacket, I'll be real.
That thing.
Like what I wear.
That thing. Crunchy as fuck. Not the grodiest lab coat ever. Far from it.
Oh yeah, I've seen worse.
I have worn worse.
You know, those things like attract every single cell of dirt they can find. It's awful. It's like, dude, could you not? And it's like, tee.
They soak up formaldehyde like nobody's business.
Bruh.
Sorry for saying this,
No, that's...
but it is true.
It's so true about anything. This is why I don't wear my clinic jacket to the fucking break room, because it will just drink anything I put on it. Even if what I put on it is, like, on accident, some sort of beverage and or, like, you know, ketchup or something. It's like, last thing I want is my clinic jacket to have a red splotch on it. You know, like...
Yeah.
Mhm.
Excuse me.
But on a side topic, I'm gonna have a great time at work tonight because I'm gonna be making everyone mad.
Oh no.
How so?
We're having our is we're having some maintenance come in. It's a task that gets done every 6 months. Where they have to pull out all our equipment and clean the exhaust going up to the roof. We can't serve any food all night.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I have to tell everyone, it's like, would you like a drink?
Oh no.
Dude. That's gonna
Would
be.
you like a drink and a packet of cookies?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Rip, dude.
Oh, I love it.
It is fun to tell customers no, which
Hello.
is the delight of it.
No, that's real.
Hello.
Hello. All right. We have reacquired a Joe.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, swag-tastic. Okay, so now we shall do a recap, if you are all willing, of what has been going on since the Victor reveal dropped, basically. So that was the last session where Aya was here with us in body as well as spirit.
People are not happy with Victor.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Mad at her. That's what I got. Sorry.
Nobody, including Victor, is dealing with the revelation of Victor's.
All right. Does anybody want to talk about any like things that took place?
Fern had a very suspicious conversation with Lacrimosa last session.
And then also with Chris.
And then a less suspicious conversation with Grace, just keeping him updated on the plans. We got travel plans now.
Mm-hmm.
We're stopping by. So we're going to Crabfest. We're leaving for Crabfest, guys. It's crab time. And we are making a stop along the way in a town where we're meeting Navi, because Victor's gonna cash out on her favor, whatever that means, and whatever that implies for the rest of us. Even though I know Victor said to Navi to keep me separate, I have questions about how that actually works inside of the Axis system. You know, I guess they will be answered, but we are making a pit stop in that town I forget the name of, and then we're going to Crabfest. And then along the way we solidify our plans to go to Illigad and break into the manor, or rock up to the manor. Or, I don't know, I'm doing a bad job, I'm sorry.
No.
Long story short,
You're doing an
is
excellent job.
we really can't go back to Capital now. So it's gonna be stop, Crabfest, Illigad.
Yes.
I did give you guys a vague directional sense of where things kind of were-ish in relation to other things, just for direction's sake, by moving party tokens around on the map for a bit. And I promised that I will one day get you guys a map, and that will happen after the month of April, and it will be amazing. And yes, this is the party's general plan.
Okay.
Crabfest also takes place. Crabfest is celebrated all along the coast, but I finally looked in my notes, and found the name of the town where the main Crabfest festivities are happening. It is the town of Saldell. So Saldell is where you're actually going.
And
Just-
part of the reason we're going there is so that we can meet Daniela's parents and possibly faintly embarrass Daniela's parents because faintly embarrass Daniela, sorry, because Daniela is immune to embarrassment via your friends being showed baby photos.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Daniela's immune
that.
to a lot of embarrassment, but I don't think she's immune to that particular embarrassment.
I suspect that is more motivation on her parents' part than it is on one particular. You also, yeah, you did get in touch with Daniela's parents, by which I mean Victor got in touch with Daniela's parents, and spoke to Pam,
Good old Pam.
Pam, who sounded exactly like a Pam, and speaking of. You know, speaking of talking to moms, Garvold also got in touch with his mom. And,
in a normal way.
in a normal way, and those messages are in the chat, so we know how that went. After which Fern tried to gently encourage him to maybe we'll follow up on that. Maybe we'll follow up on that. Which was just a good. That's what friends are for. That is what friends are for, is to stop you from giving your mother an aneurysm. Sometimes friends are for other things, but in this case, that is what they're for. So, in the meantime, I believe we've covered all the goodies. You did tell Atlas, like, sorry, but we will not be traveling with you. And that is when the suspicious conversation with Lacrimosa vaguely occurred. At some point in all of this, Craze had a mental breakdown about elves liking seafood, but I don't think that was super relevant to the plot. I think that just sort of happened. And yeah. So during all of that, the reason Aya was there, not physically, but rather only in spirit, is because she got scooped up on her morning run to go hang out with like, quite literally yoinked into a carriage. Not yoinked, but you know, very much invited into a carriage with Princess and Jasper, and swept away to enjoy the day. And Princess had told you at that time that she would send a note to your inn to keep everybody informed. And it was chill. Jasper was very excited to spend the day with you, Aya. And was his normal bubbly self. What more can we say about Jasper?
Jasper was perfect.
Jasper was perfect.
No notes.
No notes, yes. Princess asked you, Aya, you were in the carriage, you were going, you ended up at Princess's home in Sonterra, which is, you know, extravagant, but not her most extravagant home.
Yeah. This is the holiday home, and it's not even the holiday home singular.
This is the work home, really, more than anything. This is one of the work homes. And how would Aya have responded when Princess asked her how she was doing?
I think it would have just been a pause and like a hand wobble. We're having some weirdness with the group, but we're resolving it.
Princess raises her eyebrows at you.
Old friends keep popping out of the woodwork, and we keep trying to figure out how to deal with that. Not big. Old friends of different members keep popping out of the woodwork. And it's a lot of change, and it's a lot of new people, and I don't entirely know how to deal with it.
Hmm. So no issues with your old friends? Friends with, like, heavily implied air quotes.
Okay, I as Joe just want to verify who she is talking about. Or who I
Aaron.
am. Yeah, okay. No sight of him yet, and I've been asking, and apparently he hasn't been on a lot of the same routes. It's... She shrugs. It's just sometimes you go different places. Hey, because you're being a nuisance, so you get scooped.
If you want him found, I can have him found.
If I want him, hello?
You glitched out for a second. We missed
Okay, was that...
Yeah, I think my fuzzy son disrupted something with the headset. If I want him found, I know I only have to ask.
Just to guide your travels, if anything.
Appreciate it. You're being a nuisance. That means you get scooped.
This conversation has all been happening while Princess is leading you up a set of stairs in her house. She, of course, is navigating with her Lofstrand crutches, which are probably not called No, you know what? They are called Lofstrand crutches in this universe. Fuck it. Some guy named Lofstrand still invented them. Why wouldn't they be called Lofstrand crutches? I can do whatever I want whenever I want. And
whatever you want forever.
I can do whatever I want forever, and what I want forever is Lofstrand crutches. I just want to... Everybody remember that this is Princess. She's so beautiful. And she's leading you up a set of stairs in her house. She's navigating them quite, easily. It's routine. Jasper is trotting along, doing his thing.
Is Jasper vibing like he's been here before?
Yeah.
Okay, I figured, but usually Princess meets him at his apartment. So
She does normally, not all the time.
Fair and understandable. Love that for them.
Well, she always goes and meets him at his apartment. Sometimes she takes him back here. She never has him navigate here on his own.
Understandable.
Secondary to it being Jasper. So he's just trotting away behind you guys on the stairs. He's much shorter than you guys, so he falls behind a couple times and keeps getting distracted looking out the window, but he always catches up. And eventually you get to a door sort of at the top of these stairs, and she opens it, and there is the roof of the house is out there. Shall we?
I just nods.
I thought you might appreciate the chance to spread your wings.
I figured figured out how to almost get it to work in this shape. It's not quite the same, but it's almost there.
I don't have your talents. But I do have a lot of money. So. She just kind of snaps her fingers, and a guy who is already on the roof, dressed in very stereotypical, like, mage robes, steps up and bows his head. And she says, "A spell for flying?"
Is she asking Aya, or is she telling the guy?
She's asking Aya. The guy seems like he knows exactly what he's doing there and what his purpose is.
Yeah. Okay. I am making sure that I understand here. Sorry, I thought in the brain and then it vacated. She is offering to have the mage cast a spell for flying. Okay, I feel like I am not connecting dots.
She's bringing Aya up to the roof so she can have a chance to, quote, spread her wings. And has a mage up here, presumably to cast the spell fly.
Yes. The part that I am running into the disconnect is, what? Jesus fucking Christ! I can get the brain to work. I'm gonna send that text before I forget. Is the vibe that this is intent to converse while airborne, or just for Aya to be a little bit showy? Jesus Christ. I shouldn't have looked at the chat while I was... have the wind under her and be a little showy. I am making
it seems...
I understand.
Princess hasn't said anything to imply that she really wants a conversation. However, the way she's speaking, it sounds like this is something she personally does.
Yeah.
So it's there's no big secret implication here. It is just what has been said.
Fair, but I had to ask clarification because
Aya can also just ask questions as well. She knows Princess will not judge. Princess spends her day with Jasper.
Love him. I love both of them. And this is so important.
She will go on to say, "It's only about 10 minutes at a time, but you can come down as many times as you like." To refresh it.
Thank you. She's gonna let the fly spell happen. She's not gonna, sorry. I, as Joe, am fumbling words. She's excited.
She will accept the spell.
Ah!
She will, if Aya indicates to the mage that she would like the spell, the mage shall cast Fly, which allows you a, fly speed of 60 feet with fucking, I think it's perfect maneuverability and, vibes for, in this case, 10 minutes. And before you take off at all, Jasper, takes your arm and very seriously, Aya, if you are scared of falling, it won't let you fall. You will just go down slowly.
that is a relief. Aya says, as if she's ever been scared of falling.
This is words of advice from a lizard to a bird.
Yes.
The lizard was scared of falling.
Fair and understandable.
You, however, can just take off into the air and fly.
Is Jasper also going to be airborne, or is Jasper content to just vibe on the roof?
As you sort of take off and look back down behind you, you see there is a sandbox on the roof, and it seems like Jasper is making for that rather than making any moves towards the mage. However, Princess is going to fly for a bit as well, and yeah, you can do this as long as you want. She's not trying to have a conversation. If you would like, while you're up there, she'll point out different areas of the city that you can see best while airborne, and just generally, you know, when you pass each other in the air, make a light flying conversation. But you can also tell that this is more just Princess's way of giving you a little break.
This is the joy of it, not...
This is just vibing. This is not for any reason other than to fly. And you know that Princess misses flying as well.
Yeah. Just gonna... Hey, PK.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say a composure check is?
A composure check. Will save.
Like, okay. Translation. Is Aya about to just start fucking crying because holy shit, this is...
Yes, the answer is, you could make an argument for a fortitude save if you really wanted to, but I think will save is better.
Yeah, I just don't... What is that +3 from? Doesn't matter, I'll EBDB it, because I don't remember what it was for. Heck. Yeah, she is getting misty because it's like she had figured out something that was almost good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Almost.
Princess stays up there for a round of flying and then will go down and sit with Jasper in the sand. But you are able, and she tells you that you can stay up as long as you want. You can do whatever you want. There's no rush.
I think she gets partway through a second round before coming back down to kind of perch for a little bit. It's slightly awkward, but it works. She is perfectly willing to let Princess and Jasper see the fact that she is happy crying.
Jasper does get a little bit, not immediate panic or anything, but just a little bit worried. And Aya, are you sad?
Not really. It's... It's a different shape of joy that I hadn't realized how much I was missing.
Oh. Well, if you are not sad, then I am happy.
I'm not sad, I promise.
Then I am happy. You can play in the sand with me too if you want. It's warm. But you are not a lizard.
No, I'm not, but I am your friend. And I think that's more relevant right now. As she's gonna over to the sand and join him in at least vibes, if not.
And if you get too warm, there is sand in the shade.
And he points to like a little awning over a different little sand area. Aya in the sand. Yes. The long and short of the day, Joe, is that Aya can hang out with Princess and Jasper. You are eventually served good food for lunch and for dinner. And you are also invited to a sleepover at Jasper's house.
Ideal.
And this last image is really evocative. I quite enjoy it. That's Aya at the sleepover.
Yeah?
I'm just... Oh, I found a crane in some sand. Hold on, guys. I just googled birds that like sand, and I'm going through Google Images.
Fucking standing in the sand.
Standing in the sand. They even might be the right kind of crane.
These are... Oh, what does it say? Lost the image. They are greater sandhill cranes.
Mm.
Greater sand.
Well, that explains why they're in the sand.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Those cranes look at a sandhill and they say great. That's why they're called that.
That's so true.
But you basically just get some time around people who do not expect anything from you but to be bird.
Be
And
bud
maybe-
and be friend.
Maybe be in sand if you would like. You could also have a leaf if you want. Several, but Princess feeds you at her house. Before you guys go back to Jasper's for sand and leaf and water.
Leggy.
Like
Aya dipping her toe into the sand to see if it is too hot. And in the morning, again, Princess reiterates to you, if you want him found, or if you need any other help for any reason, you know where to find her. And Jasper reiterates that you can take some leaves with you for the road if you want.
She absolutely will, and she's going to reiterate to Jasper that we're going to get him a jar of sand from lots of different places so he can see if it is as good as his sand.
He's so fucking excited, dude. He's so hype. He's so delighted at the concept. So, it is that the goodbyes and the whatnots. You get breakfast as well. It's not just leaves. Take up most of your morning, and you are escorted back via carriage and dropped off outside your inn, where the party has been making its preparations to hashtag leave. Anything that bitches was up to in the morning that we did not get around to last time.
Hi, Beastie. What are you doing?
Sounding like the answer is no. So,
Although Astrus is typing, so
is fair.
While
The
we were paused, I
squad.
would like to reiterate Nightmare Cart free on Steam.
yes, I have already yoinked it.
All right, Dee has been in charge of get your stuff packed. Channeling her inner Pam in many ways. And
I do have one question regarding that, and it's just a curiosity question. Would Garvold or Fern have packed up Aya's bag for her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if I was busy and it seemed like time was pressing, yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like only if it was like we're leaving in an hour and she's not
Like-
back yet, you know.
Listen, it's checkout time at the front desk. We've got to get out of here.
No, I was just. Here's the thing. Both of them have probably gotten a look. If I've got something in my bag that you like need or want to have a look at, just go for it. Just make sure that it either makes it back or you let me know where it's ended up. Hi. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Garvold, man who will look at anybody's shit for any reason, I'm sure appreciates having Aya as a roommate.
What?
Garvold, who is the second nosiest bitch in the party?
Garvold, who only barely resisted reading his mom's diary.
Listen, it could have had information.
Only listly.
Listen, Garvold can be nosy. It's fine.
Garvold can be nosy. It's just that he is the second nosiest person in the party.
Who's the
Second
first
to Victor.
nosiest?
Victor!
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, I would personally rank Garvold higher than Victor, but that is just my own opinion.
I mean, I would also, I think, rank Garvold higher, mainly because I don't know if Victor would read someone's diary.
It depends on whose diary. Octavia,
Yeah.
no hesitation.
Victor would read somebody's diary, but it's a pretty narrow scope of whose diary she would read, I think.
Yeah, I was about to follow up with, well, friend's
Well-
diary, I guess. Close friend,
Garvold
close
would
person.
read it. Except.
Garvold is
Oh.
he just showed impressive willpower in not reading his mom's
Here's
diary,
the
to be
thing.
quite honest.
Here's the thing. Garvold will read almost any diary you put in front of him, and he will break in to get information. Victor will ask all of your friends probing questions. And make sure she knows your entire social circle when she's looking to get dirt on you.
I mean, this isn't been known to happen.
So, I think that nudges Victor into slightly more nosy.
But I think we may have different definitions of like the concept of nosiness, because like in terms of like strategic actions taken to glean information, sure, maybe Victor has a more devious nature about her in some circumstances, but I think in terms of just being a fucking like gossip, easily
Here's the
garbled.
Here's the thing, and I hate that this is the comparison I'm using. If Garbled were running an HOA, yes, gossip would spread everywhere and he'd be all up in everyone's business. However, he would be all up in everyone's business in a way... I'm trying to figure out how to put this into words.
This is the point we've descended to.
A solid
HOA
90% of
metaphors.
it would be things that he was legitimately told by other people because he's just friends with everyone. If Victor was running an HOA and she decided that she wanted to ruin your fucking life, she manages the gossip for how to ruin your fucking life.
And see, again, I think that is a trait of Victor having a certain set of social cunning and other skills.
And certain trauma.
And trauma, yes, certainly as well. Versus straight up nosy. I think in many ways, Victor is nosy for a purpose and Garbled is nosy for the love of the game. And that is why, for me, Garbled ranks as nosier. Because,
Yeah.
not to say that Garbled isn't accomplishing business, but that business is all also for the love of the game.
Victor wouldn't do it for like shits and giggles, but Garbled certainly would.
Garbled wants to know anything, anytime, anywhere.
Like something has happened and Garbled knows that something has happened. He's gonna know who did it, like, and what their first cousin's name is and why it happened, and also like what their favorite ice cream flavor is, just so he can know, like, and he won't do anything with it.
It's just in the memory bank. You have to keep it just in case.
He just has that info. It's just later in case he can put it on his red string board.
Wait,
His day job is also a bartender. Like,
I also didn't I discuss? I was like, we could eavesdrop on people so easily.
Yep. How much of this is Yes, that's so true, Astrus. Victor comes off as less nosy because she really doesn't want anybody to be nosy to her. Anyway, sorry, I've gotten us off track. So, you get home and Garbled and Fern are have packed your bag up neatly and tidily, I presume, unless you guys did a shit job.
It's somehow
I mean, I'll
organized
leave it up to you.
alphabetically.
what was that?
It's alphabetically ordered. How? You wouldn't know. It's impossible to tell, but it is.
There's a method. There's a method to his madness. But yeah, you arrive back to Garbled and Fern with your alphabetically organized bag.
She sees the bag. Sees like other bags packed, and is like, "Oh, are we heading out now?"
That is sort of the way it has shaken out.
Okay. Oh,
We wanted, it's either we leave today or we leave tomorrow, and if we leave today, it gives us an extra day before the 4th.
Less
Yeah.
stress.
Yes.
Considering how our lives go, an extra day is thumbs up. She is gonna like scribble out a note for to like send with a runner. Probably and just like leave at Jasper's to give to Princess, just to let them know that like, hey, we're leaving slightly sooner than I expected. Going to be heading towards Saldo. Thank you for the lovely day.
All right, wonderful. You can easily accomplish that.
Yep. Get it sent off with a messenger. Just
All right.
Did I do that? I did, and that's still accurate. Days since Gobbled harassed Gerda. Fucking zero.
I actually edited what it said to say fucking zero. I think it said like negative something, and I changed it to fucking zero at the end of the. Which, on that note, is Garble doing any kind of sending situation before y'all head out this morning, or is he just gonna sneak right by with that one?
The issue was that was the morning.
Oh, it was the morning. Yes, so true. I forgot. That's really funny. Rip.
Because Garble didn't pre-prepare to like, oh, spell slots, let's do that. And then...
That
and
is
then
true,
it was
he
like,
did do it in the morning. So I guess that's tomorrow's problem. You're safe. You're safe for another day.
Listen, he said he can't respond.
Said he can't respond.
If I had one more word, I would have said, yeah.
That I'm obsessed with him.
Wait, actually, if I didn't...
Her blood pressure.
If I didn't apologize, I could have just said yeah. Never mind.
and that is so garbled.
Oh my god. Love him.
Cannot respond, sorry.
True. Astrus is correct, I think.
Oh yeah. You're reflecting on every word you said. All right. The party can make their usual you guys are very skilled at getting on the road at this point. You can check out of the inn. The owner does apologize to you on the down low once again about the basement situation. And thank you again for your time. You got a refund on this room, on those rooms in case I didn't say that at the time. I think I did, but just to clarify. And the party can make their way out on the road, heading southeast from Santerra.
Darling, what are you doing? What are you doing?
It's been a minute since you guys were on the road on your own without dealing with any other shit. You are free of Atlas. You have no little guys following you that you're aware of. And you... Oh, that's something important that we neglected to mention in the recap. Krace did agree that he would be heading south to Saldel for Crabfest, just to be in the area if necessary. And importantly, the reason he was going to be delayed in setting out was because he was picking up his new glasses. Because Fern told him he should get glasses because he couldn't read something unless it was right in front of his face. That's just a fun Krace fact that I felt should be highlighted once again.
It leaves me with more questions.
Tell me your questions. The party is on their way.
Is it this incarnation that has the eyesight that needs correction? Or has it been just all of them? Like, does bad eyesight, does nearsightedness carry through to his reincarnation process? Like,
no, well, how this came up is he was complaining about one of the things that he has to adjust to in getting a new body. is that the eyes are always different, and that's weird. You wouldn't
Oh,
think
yeah.
the eyes were different. And then he was describing to Fern how he was trying to read something and was like holding it at different like distances and shit. And Fern was like, "You could just go to like an optometrist for that." And Grace was like, "How does one find an optometrist?" And
I think it's also important to mention that though the start of this was a very simple question from Fern, which was, "Do you need glasses?"
yeah. So yeah, no, it has not always been a thing. It is not something that transcends reincarnation. If your eyes were bad in the last life, it doesn't mean they'll be bad in this one. But if your eyes were good in the last life, fuck, dude, get glasses, idiot.
I feel like it was a relevant question.
It was, and it's something that got addressed in the. So I'm glad that you asked, so that you could appreciate the full scope of that story.
I am kind of glad it works that way, the like random chance aspect of it, because it would be fucked up if it didn't. Like, it would be fucked up if it's like, yeah, your vision got fucked up in one body, and then just all of the ones after that, they're gonna have the same vision fuck up. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
it's fresh. It's a fresh set. You really are like a baby. Baby Craze theory was real, just not the way anybody wanted it to be.
I was right
So,
all along, /J.
You were right all along, /serious. Baby Craze theory. I almost changed my entire plan because Baby Craze theory was so funny.
Just the idea of
didn't,
a
but-
very angry baby who
Thought
knew
about it.
exactly what was going on and really desperately wanted to shoot and kill Victor was so funny to me.
He's 3 months old. He can't even roll over yet. But by God, fuck,
Yep.
dude, he wants that bitch dead.
I think the funniest implication of this theory is that Grace gets born a baby, but with a fully adult mind, but all the coordination issues of a baby.
Yep.
This is exactly why it's hilarious.
Baby's got a motor plan, you know? Alright. The party can proceed. And I'm gonna just give it to you. Your first day out of Sonterra, your travel is blessedly uneventful. You guys can find a place to camp. You don't need to worry about escorting anybody. You don't need to worry about being tailed by a little creature. You don't need to worry about staying up for days on end to entertain a little creature. It's probably the most peaceful travel has been in quite some time. So that's nice. And you guys can find a camp for the evening effortlessly, pretty much. You're close enough to Sonterra that it's a very well-traveled road. Your entire journey to Maris is likely to be this way. You're kind of in a good spot in terms of the road upkeep. High taxes, but good roads, you know, it's the trade-off we must pay. But you guys don't have your legal residences here, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, carrying on with that, you can make your little camp. I presume you are planning on setting watches.
Yes.
Yes.
Any specific order, groupings, coordinations there?
Victor will just like she'll take first, and then is leaving the rest up to everybody else and what they want to do. She will not say no to anyone being with her, but the vibe is very like, well, she'll take one of the spots on first, you know.
Unfortunately, my brain did just get consumed by trying to figure out who's on first bit. But I don't know who's on first well enough to.
That's fair.
Um,
Who wants to watch with Victor?
I mean, if nobody was offering, so we'll do it. He'll hang out.
D will if no one else will. So
Yeah,
will if no one else will.
Aya is not going to tonight. Tomorrow night, very likely. It's just.
Yeah, Gargold has absolutely no care about where placement in the watch order is. I'm also just distracted because I'm just like, how do I continue sending and elaborate? How do I do that?
See, I would have a Soot talks to Victor moment, but I don't have the brain capacity today to have a dialogue, unfortunately.
Okay, then Danaela will do the Victor watch tonight.
All right.
And Victor's
And everybody
not
else-
keep watch cost on her. She needs to actually sleep.
Yeah, she's banned
Bitches
from
need sleep.
Keep Watch. Sid refuses to give her Keep Watch. She has to sleep manually, or else.
Mm-hmm.
You have to sleep manually or else. All right. Jenya, I'm going to be asking about watches for the next little bit, just to make sure everybody has their roleplay opportunities out there, right? I know this is a roleplay-centric time of the year, so just wanted to make sure that those opportunities are out there. However, I don't really care that much about what groupings you guys have apart from that, unless you have specific other conversations you would like to do. So,
I would say that Aya was gonna hang out with Govold, but unfortunately, leaving the two of them unsupervised, even if they have a task.
Well, there is one thing. Like, Garvold would absolutely want to hang out with Aya, and would just want to practice just a little bit of dancing.
Oh,
Incredible.
yes.
Yes! This is a task that means they will reduce the amount of shenanigans and keep watch, hopefully.
yeah, he'll keep watch for sure.
Everyone's asleep
Really
just while we're
well.
dancing over them.
Yeah. Make, I don't know, what kind of check is it to teach somebody how to dance? I make a performance check, I suppose, and Garvold, make a check of your choice that you can justify to show your progress in learning what I is teaching you.
Oh! Jesus.
Well,
They're nice.
Alright.
Aya is an excellent dance teacher, in the sense that she doesn't do a lot of verbal description, I don't think. She's just teaching you with movement. And Garvold seems to be a kinesthetic learner, so...
well,
Yeah.
I'm not great at it, but I did put ranks into dance because I might need it in the future. You never know.
Oh,
Ooh.
I've just remembered something.
Listen, I want justification for why this is the learning process for the thing that I've already done.
Yep. I've remembered why you're doing that. All right, so Garvold is also you're a decent, because you're a kinesthetic learner. This is a good teacher-student partnership here, right? And I will say as well, your scarves do come out
Oh yeah.
to dance with you, and that does, for what you may lack in natural like grace or danceability at this point in time, the scarves really cover for you. So Aya, you're quite impressed at how fast a learner Garvold is in this.
She is very specific to address both of them in telling them that they're doing well. She's very specific to address Garvold and the Midnight Sun's goals.
Mm-hmm.
Give them both positive feedback. And also be completely normal about Tsukuyomi scarves. Tsukuyomi? That's not quite the word I want. It's fine.
And the scarves
Oh.
like Aya.
Of course. Who doesn't like Aya? That's crazy.
There's a couple of people who are not gonna like Aya. Unfortunately for them, they're going to not like Aya, and then they're going to be in.
Yeah. True. Yeah. You can also, if you guys want to make a perception check for me to see if you keep watch at all.
Oh yeah, of course.
I believe.
Also, I had fucking forgotten
No.
that
Oh.
I could actually
Okay.
risk come that close to risking 40 without help from other people. Like, what the fuck, me?
Yeah, I mean that's an easy 40 right there. That you could have had. Yeah. Okay. So Garfield, you're more focused on learning, so you're not paying that close attention. But you are still in tune to the sounds of the road. Everybody else, I'm not going to necessarily make you roll perceptions for your watches just because they were doing another activity.
Yeah.
I felt that was
They were
justified.
doing a fairly rigorous bit of activity and couldn't be entirely focused.
The party just sound asleep. Aya and Garvold straight vibing. So, in the morning, the party is able to pack up camp as per usual and just get back on the road. Now, let me switch the date. So I'm gonna be so good. Do you guys see how fast I'm switching this date and remembering? That's 2 days in a row. That's 2 days in a row. I've remembered to update the calendar twice. That's twice, bro. That I'm a new man. I'm reborn. This is what they say happens to you when you find God or something. I don't know. So no, God didn't really help with that one. So you guys are chugging along on the morning of Eridus 21st. And I presume Fern has a sending prepared, so if Garvold is interested...
Oh god, I actually didn't prepare a sending, I forgot. I thought you meant I had one, like, pre-written. No, I have the spell prepared. Sorry.
Okay, good.
15, 16,
Hold on, let me actually... Oh, sorry?
Sorry.
He's counting.
He's okay. Excuse me. Let me see if I can actually prep 2 sendings.
While you guys are working on that, I need to use the restroom real quick, so I'll be back.
Okay.
I need to get a drink as well. I will also be right back. I'm thirsty. I napped and then immediately went to game, so beverage time.
Yeah, that's 25.
I'm actually gonna prep 2 sendings because I can. So we've got backups.
Garwold would present this to Fern and be like, is this elaboration? I didn't know that at the end. Just by the way.
I love the note at the end. Yes, I think that's good elaboration. I apologize for not having enough prepared yesterday, and so making this process easier. I have 2 as well, so if further elaboration is needed, then
I'm sure it was my own the preparation that I should have thought about it.
It's all right. I mean, no, first she knows, and now she won't worry.
Oh no, she's going to worry a lot. But like, the more information there is, like, you know. But she'll also worry less because then she could track me down. So it is better.
This is true.
Like when she realizes that she can track me down, she'll feel better.
She's got a backup plan. Okay, now I wait for PK to return.
Yep.
Okay, back. Hello, Beastie. Do you want to come join me? You want to come join me so you can be presented to the camera again? Hi. Come on. I don't want to scoop you. Because you'll get grumpy if I scoop you.
Hello, gamers. I am back.
Welcome back.
The elaboration has been presented.
All right, wonderful. Okay. Let me. Sorry. Hi, Addie. I've got a kitty baby here. But she
It's
is.
so important to have a kitty baby.
She has been so needy all day, all freaking day. She just needs attention all the time, 24/7. And she's
Yeah.
not normally this. She's not normally this needy, which is why it's so strange. Like Benzie and I expect this behavior, but this is sweet Adela, who is a sweet baby girl, but not normally this dramatic about it. You know.
And you. Hello.
You are a dramatic girly pop. Okay, let's see what this man has written. Okay. Crap fest and going to Illigad for important events to help friends. Apologies for Garbled says don't kill friends, please. Well, alright, give me a second. Let me think about this.
It's elaboration, yay!
Oh, Benzine. You're not Benzine, you're Hattie. Sorry.
Burn has another sending. If even more elaboration is required.
Oh my goodness.
Who's a little guy? Who's a little guy? Is it you? Although you're not too little anymore. Ow! Rude! Rude! That's just my brain did like add letters to that to make that the initial reading was Himbo Lounge.
I did also read that myself.
Okay.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Fern, what you get back is if Garvold wants me to do or not do anything, he can be responsible and not be reckless or stupid or anything else at all.
She says any requests on your end require you to not be reckless or stupid at all. Her words.
Well, I did promise in the last one minimal. I specifically stated it.
So Fern just...
I think if I pointed that out, that I feel.
I fear she would not appreciate it, but you are correct. You did warn her.
I listen. I was like, there will be some, but it'll be minimal.
Well,
Oh.
she says none, but I think if we don't tell her too many stories, she will think there was no recklessness. We're going to have a normal crab fest, whether it actually occurs or not.
Listen, I absolutely will downplay it. Of just though I do suppose if any word gets out of what happens in Illigard, and then sure, that's a bridge we'll cross later.
We're only promising crab fest.
I did kind of say important events, you know, stuff to happen. It'll be fine.
Fern is saying this like jokingly, you know? Yeah, I know. Well, here's the thing. We don't have Garvold was there. Garvold.
Oh, I was just nearby while a coup happened.
I was just in the
Was
area.
that
The
chance?
fight was unrelated.
No. Listen, she says no recklessness from Garvold, and so we leave Garvold at the hotel.
Well,
Garvold.
actually, I found a loophole. The Midnight Sun's allowed to do whatever they want. Did it?
True.
How are you gonna spin the PR of the Midnight Sun being witnessed in Illigad?
Oh,
Illigad doesn't know who the fuck the Midnight Sun is.
Yeah, but Gerda does, and if she hears rumors about some colorful masked motherfucker,
listen, that's why we're expanding operations. It's a whole deal.
and it could also literally have been the scarves, and she doesn't have say over what the scarves do.
The party gets really good at lying to mothers. More at 11.
The party brainstorms how to get Garvold out of this one.
Listen,
And they'll be doing it for the rest of the campaign. Y'all will be level 20 and still having to explain to Gerda what the fuck is wrong with Garvold this time.
Real and
All
true,
right.
God bless.
The
Here's
party...
thing, she knows the child
She does.
Yeah, Fern is on the receiving end of these sendings. Like, you think this is going to work?
Ew.
Slash loving.
Oh.
The party is chugging along while Fern and Garble have achieved this conversation. You're able to stop for lunch as normal, and you are you even stop at sort of a spot that has, it looks like it was probably farmland at one point. Kind of looks like it's probably not been farmland, or at least there's no livestock grazing at this point. But there is like an old well. There's like, you know, fences and things. You know, a nice little picnic spot, and a spot to get water if you guys need to refill for the horses or anything. And yeah, it's a good little picnic area.
Victor has been driving. I will stay as well, as usual.
Locked in. Dee and Fern could totally make friendship bracelets during the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. I'm teaching her
Astris, is your
techniques.
shift over?
Yes, I'm literally running back to my desk. I had to grab water.
Oh my gosh, this is so hype. I just looked at the time and I remembered that time zones are a thing. All right. So you guys you can have your little picnic. You know, don't read anything into this, but if somebody were to go get water for the horses, which party member would that be?
Probably either Victor or Soot. Just knowing who's the horse guys, but it could be someone else.
Aya likes making herself self-help.
Fern would sorry, not Fern. Victor would almost certainly be helping with the horses. I'm making decisions for Fern now. Sorry.
We're swapping.
God!
Character swap. I'm Fern now.
Oh my god.
And I'm
Can
Victor.
you imagine?
It's okay, because I'm right about her 100% of the time.
Here's the thing.
Body swap episode. That would be crazy.
Oh, no.
Anyway, hi, I'm here now.
Welcome.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, that is like probably the most disastrous swap to happen with body swap. Actually, just as far as like personalities and vibes.
I think Garvold and Danela would be the funniest.
Garfield and
Yes.
Danela would be the funniest.
Aya would be fun.
Do you guys?
I think Danela would have so much fun as the Midnight Sun.
Here's the thing.
It's
I
fun.
think that Soot, being able to kick something to death is not dangerous for us, but I do think it's very dangerous for his stress management in that it is a new method of releasing stress on.
Oh yeah.
At least it's not burning me. Danela
Like-
would have to adjust to melee though. She does not do that.
Yeah.
Oh, Garbled Midnight Sun, not necessarily melee, fun fact.
Oh.
I have a bow for a reason.
Perfect then. He'll have to get used to fairy wings.
Garbold's nothing if not adaptable. I think he would thrive.
I think he would too. I think they'd have so much fun. Anyway, body swap AU idea.
Anyway, I mean, submit your ideas for funniest swaps, and the GM will have a fun session one day for Christmas.
Perhaps actress will do some art.
So, Victor and Aya are getting water for the horses.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nobody's gonna talk about the map creation of the day. All right, guys,
Oh.
nobody's gonna talk about it.
Oh, I was alt tabbed. I did not see the map creation.
Oh, the map Oh, it's because I forgot to switch you over. I was ready. I was ready, guys. Nobody's gonna talk about it though, so it's fine. Hold on. It would help if I actually dragged it.
No one's
Just
going to talk about it.
scotch.
Can't fucking see it. There we go.
Incredible. Ideal.
It's beautiful. You're a master. of
You
art.
get me. This is what Dungeons and Dragons is about. This is not Dungeons and Dragons. This is what Pathfinder is about.
Why are we driving on the grass?
Because you parked the horses.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
This is your picnic lunch, guys. This is where you're picnicking. That's the only reason there's a map, is for visual, just for you to appreciate the countryside in this beautiful rendering.
Victor has the horses by.
Oh my god.
A giant horse. The scaling on this beast.
I just dragged Theo onto the map.
Hold on,
That's,
it's set to be humongous.
that's the natural setting.
Well.
Well.
Oh
You
my
have a
god.
second horse as well.
We do. Okay, girl.
You fix
Giant
the
horse
second-
again.
We'll fix the second horse. Yeah, oh god, no I can't. Hold on.
Thin
No,
horse.
hold on.
Oh no, oh no.
Hold on. I need to
Long
rotate the
horse.
horse to fix this. There we go.
Horse, desperate horse rotation.
I couldn't.
I just changed my name,
went
but
to
this
a
horse
window.
rotation's really good.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh my god.
Bye, Earl.
By Earl, no longer the Earl. Okay,
Desperate horse rotation.
desperate horse rotation.
The
I
horse
mean,
is rotated away to earldom.
you know, funny. Fun fact about the previous Earl, also named Theo. So
Oh my god.
you could say that man rotated away the earldom, by way of
By dying.
dying. By
Wait,
dying, yeah.
Hold on.
Reincarnated as horse.
Does that mean that Victor named her horse after her dead foal?
You'd have
no,
to ask her.
she bought the horse named Theo. This is I established that with
Okay.
PK because PK named the horse and I didn't.
That's true. I named the horse
No.
and forgot Victor's dad's name. That is the actual fun fact. Is that
So
I told Parker that his horse was named Theo, and Parker was like, "Bro," and I was like, "Oh, whoops." Well, and then we rolled with it.
Has this affected Victor's experience of her psychosis in the past? Yes, we don't talk about it.
Oh God!
Yeah, we've had incidents with Victor talking to her horse. With when Victor has failed some psychosis checks.
There was a minute there where she was half convinced her dad was in the horse, but she's good now.
She's good now. She's fine. All right. So, the party is the rest of the party on the map. Have you positioned yourself in your vibes?
Nope. Where is Janela?
Danela can be wherever she wants, probably near to the cart, unless she's hanging out with the girlies and the horses.
She's working on friendship bracelets, dog.
She's working on friendship bracelets. They're literally just making friendship bracelets, guys.
It's
So
important to have friendship bracelets for your health.
She's like asking Ferd about like more complex techniques because she fucking nailed the first ones. I would like
All
to
right.
remind everyone of Danela's
Yep.
natural 20 Shibari check for friendship bracelet.
Classic.
I love the little well on the board. That's good.
Yeah, I had originally put. Well, thank you for decorating, guys. I really appreciate it.
Decorating only so Goblin can be up a tree.
You know, I'll allow it.
I'm assuming the boys are hanging up by the cart. Like, I don't know where they would be at the moment.
Oh, they're frolicking in the field or something.
Yeah,
We'll set,
they're playing
we'll set 'em down.
fetch with the dog. Like,
They're sitting under the tree. You know, it's a vibe. They're just hanging out.
they're just vibing. Matches is here. They're throwing sticks.
Dropping leaves on them.
All right. Of Victor and Aya, who wants to make a strength check to pull water up from this well?
Make a what?
Strength check.
Strength check, sorry.
God damn, girl!
Aya, natural 20.
Thank you, Aya.
She's hot.
She's so hot.
Victor is helping.
Victor is the most, and Victor was also there.
God.
I'm documenting that one.
Was that just like a natural one for?
No.
What was that roll?
A 4.
Oh yeah, you have
Listen,
no
we
mod.
can't-
that's right.
We
I
can't
have
have
nothing
godlike
in strength.
abilities.
She is a
This
dex
is a mood.
fighter.
Victor's
You know-
shaking hands with the art spellcasters. Leave me alone.
Yeah,
Guys, you know,
I think that Aya's 14th strength is tied for highest with maybe Fern? No,
oh no, first strength
no,
is negative.
Fern's got a -1.
Yeah.
I feel like there's someone else who has a 4. Or I might be mixing up games.
I don't know.
Aya
Danae was
might
10.
just be strongest.
This is a limp-wristed ass party.
You know,
Rexy
you know
bitches,
what I
okay.
think these. You know what I think these roles mean? If Victor is just checking out Aya while she's doing epic strong women things, you know, she got really distracted. She's gay.
She's just admiring her body mechanics. It's the technique that she's looking at. It's not the arms, it's the technique.
I am now aware that Victor checks her out, though.
Yeah! Aya, like, in the fucking math dimension.
And
Oh my
like
God,
also
Danae was
Victor is doing it and then like pretending like she's not doing it. In fact, Victor has not like really spoken or interacted with anybody since y'all left, and so she's desperately like acting like it's not happening.
Oh my
Victor's the
god.
most normal person in the party. At all times.
At all times.
At all times.
Aya, you are, I'm gonna say, a little bit distracted, by trying to figure out whether or not Victor is looking at you as you're pulling up this rope. And as you're pulling on this rope, it's an older rope. It's definitely like a tattered rope. But you can feel there's resistance down there. Like there's definitely water in this bucket, right? So you're pulling up, and you're really focused on math dimensioning. Is Victor or is Victor not staring at my arms right now? And how would I feel about that, one way or the other, if that were the case? And tell me what your flat-footed AC is.
19.
All right. I want to apologize.
Yep.
So a 35 will hit.
Damn, yeah.
Ooh, and that will be. I'm really sorry. I'm
That's
really
fine.
sorry. That will be 24 points of damage, please.
Thumbs up.
As the
Sorry, I'm doing quick math. Right. She's fine.
rope in your hands suddenly goes from being this limp piece of rope to a live and active, long, weirdly rough textured tentacle that
Oh.
whips out of your hands and strikes you in your throat, basically. And at that moment as well, several other ropes, for want of a better word, 5 to be precise, also emerge from this well, which you have realized it's got like the little stone stuff around the edges, right? Like this was maybe a well at one point, but also the interior of this well does not look like stone. The interior of this well is just this darkness and these tentacles. So I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative.
Bruh?
Can I make the argument that Victor is at least like could shout and make sure everyone's like on first round, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't make that. I will. This was its surprise round. I'm not gonna make it get another surprise round. Let me get this turn order up because I'm silly.
Natural
Fight
20,
music is a
Victor.
go. I'm gonna roll my initiative.
I need to
Victor's
roll a
on.
second time, and then I'll set it to the 12.
See,
Sounds
there's a
good.
reason for checking out the bird.
And it's
Um,
the natural 20 on my
Let
initiative.
me get my dice here, and then I'll roll my initiative. One moment.
I can't believe 2 nat 20s, 1 roll apart. It's crazy. Just like in terms of distance in the campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I open this goddamn bag? Thank you.
Yeah,
Oh, my
unfortunately,
modifier.
Janela did give Aya information, and this information has caused suffering.
That went flying.
Fortunately,
Okay.
Aya is also the party frontliner, so is pretty okay after taking 24 hit points of damage.
Well, I almost rolled a 20 there.
We plotted this.
I'm rolling to get on the board, but I rolled good on initiative for once in my life, and I did rolled well too. Oh, maybe this is good things for me.
Powerful.
Oh, wait, this is
This
the
thing's about to be represented by a rock circle, so that I have an actual token for it, so I can add a turn for it.
Shoot, I opened up the wrong one. Can I log out of this? Shit. It logged me into the wrong character thing. Oh no.
What the fuck did you guys just knock down?
Log out. Here we go. That's the right one. There we go.
Oh, it's so cringe.
Very at it. No, I do
Give
not.
me... I'm also
Also,
rolling to
you-
go on initiative. I rolled higher than what I'm about to roll. So give me 1 second.
I do
What
want
you're
to
not
shout out.
I rolled a
I love that
natural
you knew it was
19 on
gonna
the
be
dice. I
bad.
just need to see what my mod is. Hold on.
Okay, good.
Oh,
One
okay.
thing that I want to shout out to is the fact that my meal kit delivery driver is named Navi.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Have a 23 from me. There we go.
Hey,
On the
you're
same
the
initiative
right
as the
match.
tentacle
Like,
monster.
they're besties.
Gross.
Also, I think you accidentally
Oh,
gave
wait.
the beastie Adams.
I did do that because it rolled a 10. Sorry.
Ah.
There we
Yo, the boyfriends. Literally same initiative.
go. Literally same initiative
Yeah,
Is it
squad. Oh my
gay
god.
to share an initiative with your fiance?
Absolutely.
Is it gay? I think, lads, it might be gay.
I think it's a little
Alright.
gay.
Is everybody on this bad boy? I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Victor is. It makes perfect sense that Victor would be first up in this thing.
Where's
So, the rope thing is currently like emerging from the interior of the well and not quite wrapped around Aya, but it has just struck her hard in the throat. So it is near Aya and on Aya still.
Okay. So if I take okay. Horses, I imagine spooked.
Yes.
How long and big is this thing? Can I see a token of it on the map, please?
Yeah, so the thing that it is being represented by is the circles here.
Oh,
It
it's the
is-
circles. Okay.
It
It
is
is the Ring of Stones around the
right now you can see 6 tentacles in total have emerged from the well. But you cannot see the interior of the well. Like the inside of the stone ring of the well, you cannot see because there's something in there.
That's fine. I wanted to just know if it was in range for me to grab. Could I, like, if I took a step and, like, help scoot the horses back a little, could I grab the tentacle that is, like, on Aya?
You could. That would be a technical.
Great. So through that grab, I'm going to cast Inflict Critical Wounds.
Okay. Alright. Okay. Yes, you can do that.
Could it make me a will save, please?
Oh, can this thing make a will save? What a good question. Okay.
Hope not.
It can actually. Okay, that will be a 24 will.
Okay, that does succeed, but he takes half.
Nice.
Which is fine for me. So 10. Oh. So 12 points of damage. Hold on, wait.
Okay.
Hold on. Why would it do it like this? I lied. 10 points of damage. But ouch. Not a
Big
very
ouch.
good roll. But ouching it. That's the highest level damage spell I have. Is that actually set in right? Yeah. it
Hold
is.
on, I'm reading your stuff.
Hello, Beastie. Hey, troublesome.
Okay,
Hi,
this is real.
troublesome. Oh, I messed up that throw. Memento, I have to fix getting my fuzzy son's favorite chase toy stuck on the window.
Oh no.
What did you
I think that should be set to a +8 rather than a +7, should it not?
It should. So that's an extra.
There
It's
we
still
are.
10 points of damage.
Where are you getting the...
Hold on. Why does it say on the 6th? Okay, hold on. Faster.
Hold on. Because you've got 5 + 1 + 7 + 4, which is 17 + 8 is
Okay,
25.
No, I see what's happening. Okay, so the bottom has those numbers. The top has 5 + 2 + 2 + 4. It did the damage twice for some godforsaken.
Yeah. So I was going off that first damage roll.
Where do y'all see
I'll
the
take the
first
25.
damage roll?
That's under the
Under
title.
the name Inflict Critical Wounds, it says damage 20.
Oh,
and then
so it
says
does.
24 in the paragraph.
I
Interesting.
think the for some reason the description wants to roll it a second time. So I'll take the 25, but I will also
I mean,
take the...
I'll give you the 25. I didn't see the damage. Yeah. Let's just do that, and also make sure that it is set.
Yeah,
for your
some
actual
reason,
caster level.
It was like, your caster level is 7, and that's not true.
That's not true,
Oh.
but that's okay.
And you know why that damage is kind of difficult to spot as damage in this instance, because it's the same as the DC and they get rendered the exact same way.
Yeah.
Yes,
The DC,
so it is.
It's because the DC is rolling. It's
Why?
rolling a 20 every time.
Roll 20.
Sure, roll 20.
This is a good
Yeah.
website.
Now,
This is a great
Hello?
website. What are you guys talking about? All right.
the thing is, I know what it's doing, and it's correct.
I can't throw it if you don't bring it back to me.
The tentacle rope thing does jerk back and almost spasm away from Aya when you cast your inflict critical wounds there.
Hell yeah. That was mostly what I wanted to do, was maybe give Aya a chance to get away from it. I don't have much else I can do.
I have a couple of clarifying questions that I will get to on my turn.
All right.
There's no
These are not
comment.
clarifying questions with intent of bastardry. These are clarifying questions.
I promise you can ask whatever type of clarifying questions you want when it comes time. I won't even be mad if they're for bastardry.
I'm just
Victor,
gonna use my bonus action to be shouting to the party and trying to inform them, like thing in the well, like as they are moving up, trying to give them information, right?
yeah, sounds good. Thing in the well.
Start in the wall.
All right. Let's see here. What's Soot's dex? Is it +4?
Benjamin.
Yes, sorry, Beverwick. It's me turn now?
I was asking if his Soot's dex is also +4, but it looks like it is. But it doesn't matter. The
yes.
boys can go up in whatever order they want. I will say actually Soot will go first in this instance, because Batman will follow his boyfriend.
Hopefully forever. Smile. Let's see here. So there was... How far is that? Okay. So let's say 15. Okay. Soot's gonna get himself about 20 feet up here. And, he's gonna fucking... The one thing he's good at, burning hands, we're gonna do a cone there. It's 15 feet.
Right.
Let me see if I can...
The thing he's good at, pyromania.
Yeah, I'm good with fire. 15-foot cone. Taking care to stay away from burning Victor. So we're gonna...
Whoa, 15-foot cone be upon ye.
Yep, it's a reflex save. I don't think that thing has that good of reflexes. Hopefully not.
Well, let's find out.
5d4, so...
Alright, that is a 16 on the save. How does that look?
What's my save for that? Save... You said 16?
Yes.
That is my save for the first level.
Me too.
Okay, then I believe that is a success.
Then that would be half damage. So that's 4, that was... 1...
Little baby. His tendrils. Sorry, this all GC.
What has been said?
I made a very informative infographic.
I like this infographic.
His tendrils.
That would be...
His tendrils.
7 points of damage. That's already halved.
Okay, 7 points of damage. Sounds
Points
good.
of fire damage. And then gonna have Matches run himself up this way, I suppose. Since he's already
Yeah.
out, I'll have to probably resend the thing. I guess. I don't know how we would like to do that. I don't know if you want to keep him out or if I should wait to do the spell next time.
I will allow you to not take an action to cast the spell, but I will have you expend that spell slot.
Okay. I'm not gonna make him attack or anything, I'm just gonna have him get up in here.
Okay.
Just so
Have
that
him run support.
I can use the spell when the round comes. So
Okay.
that is my
Sounds
turn.
good. Alright, beautiful. It is Adder's turn. Adder, let's see here. What is Adder's speed? God bless this man. He is still a level 3.
Baby.
A level 3 swashbuckler, just in case anybody was curious.
Has not been leveled.
Has not been leveled. He was going to, and then he had a goop-related chronic illness.
And then he got eldritch pneumonia.
He did. He literally elder and deconditioning will fuck a bitch up, dude. But he will be here.
Are you willing to be presented to the camera?
He does get. Let's see here. He does get the ability here.
Is that the little girl? Oh, that's a little boy again.
All right.
Yeah, the little
He-
lady, the little miss has not decided to come within arm's reach to be scooped. So it's just the little man.
All right. He's going to slash at one of the tentacles. Which with a 23 will hit, and he will do Not altogether that much damage, I'm sure, but it's actually not too bad. That was a good job, Adder. Alright. That will be...
Ow!
Yeah, that's a bummer. Okay. He has done some damage to it.
Hell yeah.
Alright. Now it is Fern's turn.
Yes. See, I've been thinking about this as we're coming in. I'm still thinking about it. Fern's gonna go up beside Soot. Use a little 30 feet. I just wish Garvold was going first, you know? I wish Garvold was going before me so I could shield him and know what he's doing.
Sorry, me out of a tree.
That's okay. Next round. Where is Whip of Spiders? There. Okay, yes, it does have a 15-foot range, so I will Whip of Spiders.
Whip of Spiders. Alright, is that an attack or a save?
Yes. Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
I think it's an attack and then it's like 2 saves.
It's an attack and then it's an attack. If the attack hits, you make 2 saves. Sorry.
Okay. Make an attack.
That is a 15 on the dice. No, sorry, this modifier changed in between when I wrote it in the spell and what it actually is now.
You're good.
Alright, 26, sorry.
26. Alright, beautiful. That does hit, yeah.
So
I'm making saves.
2 fortitude saves. First one's for distraction, second one's for poison.
Okay. Let's see here. Alright, the first one will be a 19. Second one will be my dice on the floor. The second one will be an 11.
Both of them make it. The DC is 11.
Ah, alas. Alright.
Well, can I get Greater Whip of Spiders at some point? I think you'll have to homebrew it, but I would love a better Whip of Spiders if possible.
I will get you a more poisonous Whip of Spiders.
Yay!
But does it do some damage without regard to the...
Oh, yes, 1d6.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, and that's a 6.
Alright. 6.
Getting it.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alright, beautiful. Garvold.
Yep. Time to fall out of a tree. Attempted gracefully. Yeah, definitely an attempted graceful landing. Poof. Getting out of a tree. And will be closer. Now I have to ask, is there anywhere to hide around here? There's foliage.
Well, you've created some foliage on my map. It is not necessarily what I was referring to. I would say there's horses and your party, but there's not necessarily like bushes or anything around this well.
Okay. I will simply shoot a bird.
Okay.
Because that's what I have my stuff on. It's just a normal attack.
All right. Well, that does hit. I'll tell you that much.
Aha. Be shot.
Is 3 damage the number there?
Yeah, so fun fact, if I can't do anything fun and special, I do nothing.
I'm impressed.
I was just at an unfortunate distance for anything real.
That is very fair. Alrighty.
And that is all.
Is that the garbled turn?
It is. I wait. One step closer. There we go.
Alright. I would love to get a quick acrobatic check from you just to see how gracefully or not you got out of that tree.
Yes, I will do that. And it will be perfect.
It was beautifully graceful. Alright, let's talk Zanayla.
Hello, my girl is here.
Let's.
So, for range, are we just talking like? Well, first off, she needs to be like in a circle. Give me a second. In a square. She can be here, I guess, for now. For range, because it is in a well, if I want to like ear-piercing scream it, do I have to take into account the depth of the well?
Could you say your question one more time so I can process the words in a better order?
Sorry, because it is down in a well. Is it the well itself? Because that's, I feel like, what you were implying. I'm trying to figure out if she needs to be closer, because this is the range of my ear-piercing scream. If we're
You
not
do not need to take into account the depth of the well.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, she's gonna scream at it.
Okay. Ear-piercing scream, one of my favorite spells in Pathfinder.
Yes.
Devastating to be on the other side of it. Let me see here.
Matt,
Fortitude
this is,
save.
I need to get this framed.
I fucking love ear-piercing scream. Okay, fortitude save. Alright. The fortitude save is going to be a 26 on that one.
Well, then it definitely, negates the daze effect and halves the damage, so 13 damage.
Take 7 points of damage then.
Okay. Respectful for level 1 spell.
Hi, Bug. How you doing? We
All
have
right.
had a little mist.
Sit back here.
We've had a little mist come into scoopable range.
I'm loving this thing that you've created here, Matt.
It's beautiful. I need it framed.
Alright, so ear-piercing scream scrumped. Alright, let's go on to Aya. Aya.
Cool. So it is no longer like trying to be around her throat, right?
It is no longer around your throat thanks to Victor.
Cool. Secondary question. As far as like texture of this tentacle, are we thinking? Is it like some kind of like stone over a tentacle? Is it like a particular stiff bit of calamari? What are we talking?
Oh,
Texture.
I'm gonna go with not a stiff bit of calamari. Sorry, that was just not what I expected the question to be quite honest. So it is a texture that now that it is in your hands and feeling you and moving, you do feel like obviously strength in that. It is, however, the skin, for want of a better term there, is clearly some kind of hide that like mimics the feeling of a rough rope. This is not like a mimic, but it is a creature that mimics, you know?
Yeah, this is a thing pretending to be a well, not a well.
Yeah.
Got it. Here's the thing. The reason why that question initially occurred was that while it was around her throat, my first thought was to have her bite.
Well, you could bite it. I can't say that you have a bite attack, but you could bite it.
Is a bite not just another form of an unarmed attack?
No. Your unarmed attacks are for your limbs. Some people do have bite attacks, which are a natural weapon, but bite attacks are actually distinctly different from an unarmed attack.
Fair enough.
A natural weapon is a bite attack. Yeah. Like Adder, for example, has a bite attack that is an actual natural weapon, that is part of how he designed his character sheet. Not how it should have been. Like that was a homebrew. But does Danela have a claw attack?
She does claws, yeah.
Yeah, so Danela has a claw attack, which is a natural weapon. Because Adder's so damn trans, I took away his claws and gave him sharp teeth. Because he does not want to wear his nails long.
I'm so the idea that changelings being transmasked gives them sharp teeth is powerful to me.
No, I mean all the changelings of a similar vibe do have sharp teeth. It's just that it's funny that he filed his nails because he's trans. And so I compensated for the mechanical disadvantage of losing his claw attack by giving him a bite attack because I thought that was appropriate.
Like he has pointy teeth, but not as a weapon.
Yes.
Unless you ask nicely, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone else, am I late to Matt's edit? Has everyone else seen it?
We have seen it and I love it and
Sorry.
Astrus is gonna get it framed.
I should.
I just adore it. Alright, yeah.
Aya's gonna try and attack these fucking tentacles. At least to get some breathing room before. Also, Bestie, do you only get one flurry of blows attack? It's been a month since I've played you. How does your things work?
Me about any character ever.
Real.
At 11th level. Okay, cool. So I there is only one at the moment. So,
about characters I played yesterday.
Two attacker,
Okay, the first attack hits, the second one does not.
cool, and then the Wolfhound. Does a 20 hit?
It does a 20 hit, let me check.
And I'm now turning on those.
A 20 does not hit.
Okay. And I'm gonna... am I considered flanking with Adam?
You are considered flanking with Adder, yes.
What about a 22?
A 22 does hit. Look at you. You got me on that one. I put the damn swashbuckler there, didn't I?
You did.
What the fuck? Oh, that was for if it crit. It did not, so it is only 7.
I'll take 7.
It's 7 points of fucking stabbing it.
I'll take 7 points of fucking stabbing it.
6 points of kicking it and 7 points of stabbing it. She's also gonna do No, she doesn't want to do a 5-foot step. She kind of wants to be where she is. She's not psyched about some of the others being where they are. But she's also turned on her bonuses. Or at least the current ones.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Let's see here. Who do we have in reach? Not quite. Okay. All right. I have some combination, I think. I think I have 3 attacks for Aya, 2 for Victor, and 1 for Adder, in that order.
Okay.
All right, so first one for Aya is 17, which is a no.
No.
Jesus Christ, next one is an 18.
No.
All right, next one is a 31.
31 misses, but makes me lose the crane wing bonus.
Fucking Christ. Okay, well, at least I did something there. Alright. That's my 3 for Aya, 2 for Victor. That's gonna be a 28.
Hey,
For-
hold on. Not quite. You're taking an opportunity attack.
Is that so?
Yes.
Telling God to wait.
Because you made me lose the bonus for crane wing.
Oh! I didn't realize that was part of Crane Wing.
No, it's crane riposte, technically.
Ah, yes.
But it is only 3 points, which is vaguely disappointing. But hey, damage is damage, and also I can make 3 more opportunity attacks if I am triggered for.
I am entertained by that. Alright, well, thank you for that. That damn fucking crane strike feat chain is the bane of my existence, genuinely. Alright, so Aya, it tries to strike at you multiple times, and you see another tentacle lashing out to strike Victor, and you do beat that one off temporarily, although the other side of it comes around and smacks into the other side of Victor's head. Because I'm assuming a 28 hits, Parker.
Yeah.
Okay. And then let me grab this. Okay, I do want to apologize for something very specific, which is, first of all, that's 5 points of damage, and what is your CMD, please?
Oh, my CMD? 20.
Yes, 20. Alright. Where's this thing's fucking CMD? There we go.
Am I going in the well?
Well,
Well.
you are considered grappled.
Okay.
So a grappled creature takes a -4 penalty to dexterity. You cannot take attacks of opportunity. You cannot move, but you can use your move action for things that are not moving. And you will take a -2 penalty on all of your attacks.
Okay.
So, until such a time as you successfully are no longer grappled, yes. You are not in the well yet. There is another tentacle that's going to try and get you, though.
Okay.
For another 28, actually.
Yeah.
And that is going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Alright, and then last one is I've got an attack for Adder. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was pathetic. Nice. I don't remember what his AC is, though, so it could actually hit. It does hit! Damn! Okay. Let's see And that is going to be that's going to be 7 points of damage to Adder. And then it is going to be another CMD check. On that, it will succeed. Adder is also grappled. So I will put little...
I have got to very quickly BRB,
Do
and
your
I
thing.
will come back.
Do your thing, no worries. Grappled. Grappled. Alright. Victor, you are grappled, but it is your turn.
Okay. How does being grappled affect my touch attacks? Just the standard -4?
It will be a -2 for your touch attacks.
-2. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter because inflict critical wounds is not a touch attack; it's a will save.
Oh. So true. Alright. Will save. Is a mathematics. Guys, I'm so sorry. What's 9 plus 9?
18.
18.
Thank you. What's an 18?
A failure.
Oh, thank you.
So that's gonna be 21 points of damage.
Okay. 21 points of damage. This is not something that you're necessarily focused on, but you do feel like, Victor, your spells seem to have had just a little more oomph in affecting this thing than the punching, hitting, stabbing, etc. of it all.
Okay. Good to know. Victor will just announce like the more susceptible to magic. I don't know how she would phrase that, or even if she could, she's being grappled.
Yeah. You guys hear Victor say something about hit it with spells. That is what Soot hears. And is that Victor's turn?
Yep.
I don't know. It's not like you can move. I will say the horses have run at least this far away by this point. Sorry, I've just remembered that the horses are still there. I'm gonna rotate them.
Rotate the horses.
Desperately.
Desperately.
Rotating them.
Alright, Soot.
Alright. Maybe perhaps this can be benefited by more dogs. Hold on. How many do I want to send on is the question. So, monster 3. Yeah, let's... Do I want to make them wolves or do I want to make them dogs? That's the question.
I wish you guys could hear Tristan singing along to Zombie by the Cranberries right now.
Nice.
Yeah, let's do a D3 to see if I can summon multiple dogs. I'm gonna do third level summon monster. I'm gonna summon wolves. So D3. There's 2 wolves. Matches is a wolves, and then there's another one of Match's sisters.
Alright.
She's gonna go right next to him, I guess.
Alright.
Synchronized biting.
A new sport in the Olympics. Alright. Give me some rolls for that. Hold on, I'll put another just secondary matches down. Copy.
First one matches. Ooh, that's What's that? 22 to hit? For
20,
matches?
22 does hit.
Okay. And then his sister. Oh, that's not as good. That's only 13.
Does not hit.
Okay. So that is 1d6 plus 3. That's 1d6 right now. That's 7 points of bite damage. Technically, it also does trip, but I don't think this thing can be tripped.
This thing is immune to trip. I'll tell you that much. That's a freebie.
All right. And
Alright.
since I haven't moved, can I technically? Oh no, it was my action to do the spell. Never mind. I was gonna say I would crossbow bolt, but no, I don't think I got the stuff for it.
No.
Alright,
Not the
we're good.
moment. Alright.
Okay, apologies, I'm back.
You're good. Adder is going to try to break this grapple. Because
You're so handsome
the
and
girl
strong,
does not
haha.
want to be
You're so sexy.
behaving this way.
Don't be grappled. Haha.
You're so sexy.
Oh, you're so sexy.
You're too sexy to be
Alright.
grappled. Haha.
You're too. He's literally too sexy to be grappled. Okay. Do you have escape artist? You do. Thank God, baby girl. Okay.
Somebody has to.
All right. Escape artist check versus attacker's CMD. What is this bitch's CMD? I love I did this to myself. I did this to myself. I did this to myself. Okay. Adder, God bless, did fail his attempt to escape the grapple, but he tried really hard, so that's what matters. It is Fern's turn.
Okay. Oh no, Adder doesn't. I can't shield other Adder. He doesn't have a ring. I should give Adder a ring. I have to make Adder a ring, actually.
Soot should give Adder a ring. Unrelated. Anyway.
Real.
Yeah, but real and true. I'm gonna take one step.
Oh, remarkable.
And then-
5 foot step it out.
And then let's fucking whip a spiders up in here.
Whip of spiders.
That math 29.
29 does hit.
Okay, so
2 fortitude saves.
and that's a 4 damage.
Okay, I'll take my 4 damage. The fortitude saves succeed.
Alrighty. I think that's
But it is covered in spiders, so that's something.
Yep.
But we
Fuck
need
you,
to do better
spiders.
cheering for everyone grappled by it.
Nah, the spiders are polite. They're staying in their lane. They're doing their thing.
They are hassling this creature and this creature.
These are well-behaved spiders.
They're not friendly fire spiders.
No, exactly.
Spiders.
Fucking
They're friendly.
what's her face is not gonna send spiders after the undeserving. What is her fuck? It's Grandmother Spider. It's as obvious a name as it could be. Sorry. Look, I have severe problems in my brain. So, is that Fern's turn?
Yeah.
All right, Garvold. Garvold.
Sorry, I'm just. I've done this only once before, so I needed to double check the dirty trick rules. So I believe I'm. And I just roll. What am I rolling? Is it just the combat maneuver bonus against its thing?
Dirty trick usually. Let me just. I'll double check that. But I think it. I think a dirty trick is against.
Yeah, I think it's against its combat maneuver defense.
Yeah. So yes.
Okay.
I fucking yeah, dirty trick. Yeah. Make your CMB roll.
Oh, I'm gonna head up here.
Okay.
Regardless.
And what are you trying to accomplish? I guess is an important question.
I mean, I've got this still.
Ah, yes.
I pull out its weakness. It's
All right.
that I just have.
You just happen to know the weakness. Yeah, all right. I will have you roll your CMB.
Yep. We roll. Oh.
Ooh. Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. It'll work. You can you've gotten rid of this thing's damage reduction.
Yep, that lasts for 1 round, and lasts an extra round for every 5 it is above its defense. If it
Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
How well can I tumble through this thing's space?
Well, it is like an old well situation, so you could. I mean, there's tentacles, but like you could.
I guess I'm like just doing some sort of like aerobatic tumble like above the like its space. Like
Just
you know,
jump
through
over
the-
the well and through the tentacles. Yeah, I mean, fuck,
Yeah.
you could. Sure, why not?
So I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
As my swift action, of course.
Of course.
Well, not as my swift action. I'm just doing it and then hoping I succeed.
Okay.
Oh.
The 32 will do. I'll take it.
So yeah, then I'm going to stab as my swift action.
All right, yep.
Personal.
Classic.
I'm only rolling 22,
22 hits.
and then damage. So it's the 22.
All right, 22. And it doesn't get its damage reduction. Good to know.
Attack it where I knock the rocks off a little bit.
Yep, you uncovered its weakness, the weak spot that it keeps inside the well, by fucking up the well a little bit by kicking it really good. You just gave it a real good kick. A dirty trick is really like let your GM figure out how that is applicable.
And that's the thing, the exposed weakness part specifically for Vigilante is just like, do you have what you need?
Yeah, fucking whatever. But it happens. It's good. It's a vibe. Cool. Sounds good. Good work, team. All right. Yeah, it takes its full 22 points of damage there. It's a tragedy for me. All right, is that your turn,
That is my turn.
Danela?
Okay. Okay, Victor and Adder are both still grappled. Okay, Adder has one of Danela's scars. So she's going to put her ward on Adder, which gives him a +3 to deflection bonus for AC and a +2 resistance bonus on saving throws.
Oh, that's handy.
That's why he has one of the scars.
So true, bestie. I forgot he had that, but he sure does.
Yes, it matches Soot's.
That's incredible. That's gay rights or whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know. Adder is slightly safer.
And
Which is
that's a
good,
full
because-
action search, so...
Soot would never forgive us if we got his husband killed.
Exactly.
And it's
I think
fine. His
somebody's
husband's getting
talking
himself
about-
killed. All right. So that's the turn.
Yeah, Janela is good back here, and I don't think I have a bonus action too. So
That's
yeah.
fair. All right.
I do have an important question. Well, actually, two important questions.
Hit me.
First one, did all of the tentacles seem to react when they took various spell bullshit / hits? Or just the one that was hit at the time?
They all had a bit of a reaction.
Okay, cool. So we're not dealing with 6 separate HP. I just had to verify that. Second
Correct.
question. This is a bit of a weird. In 5e, unwilling movement breaks grapples. Is that the same here?
How do you? I don't quite understand the question.
Like,
Or I don't understand the 5th edition rule that you're referencing, if you could rephrase.
it's, to use it easy, if you're being grappled by something and then it gets hit with a thunder wave and pushed back, it breaks the grapple on you.
Ah, okay, I see.
The reason why I am asking that, to add is I am wondering if Aya could use it could possibly use wind jump to maybe grab someone, go up, and get them out of being grabbed. Or is that going to be like counter grapple flow chart bullshit?
Oh, I've been using the grapple flow chart this whole time, don't you worry. But yes, you would need to make grapple checks of your own, and I would have to invent new things on the. I would have to invent new, arrows on the grapple flow chart for that one. However,
You are grappling something that is now counter.
I would say that
counter
if
grapple.
I would say that if you successfully grappled, then you would then be able to give the grapplee a bonus to their attempt, and I would allow them to make an immediate attempt to escape the grapple on your turn effectively, but it would not there would be a multitude of rolls involved. So that is a possible I'm willing to negotiate this situation. But yes, I would need some rolls on that. Okay.
And this is a dumb one, however, could be very effective. Would a 5-foot step into the well drop me onto the beastie the tentacles are attached to? Or would it take more movement than a 5-foot step?
By Pathfinder movement rules, that is a 5-foot step, yes.
Okay. So to my friends at the table, do I try to help someone? Do I do the stupid thing that means that potentially means I'm doing more direct damage? Or do I just keep kicking a fucking tentacle?
It could be fun to be stupid.
It can be fun to be stupid. Cool. I'm gonna 5-foot step into the fucking well and drop down on this motherfucker.
I know.
It's fine. She's
Of
fine,
course.
probably.
After having a heart attack.
The instant you asked if it counted as a 5-foot step, I knew what you were doing.
I was willing to be talked out of it.
I thought it would be kind of funny to do something, but I didn't really think she would go inside this thing.
I mean, the thing is, I unfortunately, I can't dissent. I think it's really funny.
No,
I
I
feel
can't.
like a
I
badger
think
hole.
It's okay, we'll
I
get
think
her
this
back.
is a bad idea.
Oh,
Well,
it totally
There
is.
are a couple of things. Aya can easily get herself out of this well. 2, Matthew, PK, considering the Badger Burrow incident,
Okay.
is there room to argue?
Look,
Okay.
okay, we did that collectively, I will say.
I
That was a
remember
group- That was a group Badger Burrow incident. So
Also, okay,
that is split equally amongst all of us.
Not salty.
okay. Also, Nudora guys, remember Pit Gang?
Yeah.
Picking!
Pick gang.
I assume
I mean-
you're the Pit Gang.
That was going to be my second point, was PK Nocturne Red, Pit Gang.
Pick gang, I mean, that's true. You got me there. I mean, yes. Okay.
I'm gonna try to kick the hell out of it now that I'm here. I'm also, the other thing that I'm
The
hoping
worst part, Bernie.
that, if I'm kicking it in its fucking teeth, it's going to potentially be less able to drag friends down to where they can be bitten by its fucking teeth.
Well, so here's the thing.
Related, I would
Welcome.
like to kick it in the teeth it may or may not have.
Yeah, well, you're in the teeth, so that's achievable for you. You're well within the well. You're well in range of the teeth. You are in its fucking mouth, I guess. So yeah, why not?
Frankly, I don't know what you expect from me.
Shenanigans.
Look, again, there were 3 options. There was try to get Victor out of the grapple. There was keep kicking a fucking tentacle. Or there was be stupid and dramatic and get yelled at by the rest of the party later when I revived it.
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and why not? Go ahead and do some stuff here.
She's right. She got fly recently.
Yes, this is some of the other problems. Those were fucking miserable damage. Also the fan. Now only the first one of these, not the second. But it's going to be easiest if I roll it this way. Jesus fuck, never mind. But I do turn my bonuses back on.
Okay. Now I need to think about something. So you're going for you said you were going for the teeth, right? You're kicking in the teeth?
Well, I'm kicking it in its fucking, but yeah, kicking it in the teeth is kind of.
Alright, that's cool. I'm okay with that. So, alright, so the first one hits, second one doesn't, third one doesn't, but I will take that to be that. Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Look,
Yeah.
look. Are you guys particularly surprised?
Alright, and that's your turn, I assume.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
The good news about Aya going into the well is Victor is about to follow her.
Well,
This is not good news.
Not from her own free will, though.
They have
So-
to have their gay conversation in the mouth of the beast.
this
Hey,
is
so how much of everything has been real? We have bigger priorities right now.
This is like that one scene in Finding Nemo, guys. I've just realized that Matt, I've just realized you changed your profile picture in this server.
Yep.
Proud.
I am sure that happened a long time ago. So
No, it was
I
like literally a minute ago. But now but since you've given me a segue, since you started, I'm gonna stab you actually. No, I'm not.
but you didn't try.
Oh,
You didn't try
Yeah.
hate enough.
Listen,
I hate him.
I don't use that attack enough to know that was misspelled.
I'm really delighted because I had forgotten that was something you were gonna do. Because every single fucking combat, I forget that that's something you're gonna do. But yes, unfortunately, a 12 does not hit with the natural one.
Super unfortunate.
Okay. So, Aya. What is your CMD?
38.
38. Alright. This is then... Ooh, almost. 36. Okay. You will take... some damage, but you will not be subject to this creature's special ability, which is Swallow Whole.
Hey, I have a question regarding that.
Give me a second to roll your damage first.
Sure.
And I think I know what your question's gonna be, and the answer is there are rules for that. Let's see here. That is 6 plus 2 plus 8 is 16. Alright, that's 16 points of piercing damage.
That's fine. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's fine.
And then you're not swallow whole. Can I eat more than one?
Sorry, I'm looking because I swear I saw something that is actually relevant in this.
Can I eat more than one?
I may have just my question actually may have just been based on some fucking dyslexia.
That's fair.
So, yeah, I think it was based on some fucking dyslexia because I doubt that Swallow Whole counts as a combat maneuver.
Swallow Whole is a special ability.
Yeah.
That is related to combat maneuvers, but it is not technically a combat maneuver.
That's fine.
Okay. The Pathfinder does not, however, have rules for me as to whether I can eat more than one of you fucks. But I think the answer is no, because that's sensible to me. Its mouth is full. It needs to chew its food first. It is going to attack again. Oh, now Garvold's here for it to attack. So it's going to do an additional attack. Oh, and Fern's closer now, aren't they? Yes, perfect. All right, 2 to Garvold, 2 to Fern, 1 each to Adder and Victor. So start with Garvold. Let's see here. This is a 24 to hit.
For who first? Sorry.
Garvold.
Garvold.
And it's a 24.
Sorry, I out loud exclaimed. Yeah, sorry, I was. Yeah.
Oh,
Hit.
you're good. Okay. Where's this bitch? Alright, so that is 7 points of bludgeoning damage plus what is your CMD?
21.
Alright, so with a 37, you will also be grappled.
Jesus fuck.
And then it will, thwack you again with another 10, except it won't, because that is definitely a failure. Alright, so that's 2 to Garvold, 2 to Fern. Let's go. How's a 19 for Fern?
Doesn't hit.
Doesn't hit. Alright, second one for Fern. How is a 26 for Fern?
That does hit.
Alright. Ooh. And that is a 12 points of damage, and what is your CMD, please?
18.
18. Sorry, bestie. That's a 42. So
Oh,
you will
Jesus.
You will. Sorry, I rolled a nat 20. So you're grappled. It's not like it's necessarily worse or better depending
Has
on
a plus 22?
for grappling. Yeah.
I
Janelle?
don't even ask me.
I just wanna. If it makes you feel better, Benzine is here, and he's being grappled. But now he wants to go away because he wants to go hang out with his mother.
Oh.
Classic. Father is a second-rate parent, to be perfectly honest.
Oh.
Alright. So yeah. Fern's grappled. But only took the one hit. Now one for Victor.
Mm-hmm.
That is 23.
Yes.
Alright, that is 6 points of damage, and you're already grappled, so there's no point. This hits Adder for sure. That's another 12 points of damage to him. Oh, buddy. He's doing great. It's fine. And yeah, at the end of the day, that is that thing's turn. Victor!
Well, Aya just went down there, so her plan to start firing a gun down there is not going to work.
There's
So-
probably enough clearance for you to fire. It's fine.
So can it make me another will save as I tear
It
through my
can't.
4 levels?
It can make another will save. Ugh. It can. And that is a 21.
Make beats it, but it's still going to take half.
Okay.
So whatever half of 29 is.
15. Ooh, oh man. Almost perfect, but not quite.
That's my turn.
Alright. Hey, Soot, I'm just gonna let you know. Adder looks terrible.
Baby.
Your boyfriend
I need
is
to heal
suffering.
him.
Your boyfriend is level 3 swashbuckler.
Yeah, is a couple people's hurt in a blast radius that could perhaps be a cone of 15 feet?
I would say that everybody in the fucking in the
teeth
tentacle
zone?
situation is everyone in the beastie zone is rocked up. Yeah, if you were
Okay.
standing right there,
Yeah,
you
we're
would
gonna we're gonna rock up to my man's. We're gonna do fucking we're gonna do my burning hands again, except we're gonna do my special thing where I heal people with it.
beautiful
Uh,
burning hands
yep.
that bitch.
How
So
far down the
anybody-
well is Aya?
I'm gonna count as she's included in it because she's
Makes
not
sense.
swallowed yet.
You can feel the
Um,
warmth of the flame.
Yeah.
What is that? So
Let
that
us
would be
roasted.
from my position. Anyone? So yeah, that would be everybody here.
All them bitches. Sorry for 'em.
Probably not the doggos, but I don't know if tentacles. I've even really gone after them.
They haven't. They're not that tasty.
They're just so skinny. What meat is there
They're
on those
just-
dog bones?
They're so bony. All right. Hit us with your healing. I almost said hit us with your
I
damage.
need
Not
to check
the same.
how much. I haven't done the fucking healing thing in a minute. Hold on. I think it's like.
I think it's
equivalent
half
to-
your burning hands damage.
Yes, you're correct. Okay, I'm gonna be lazy and actually roll with this one instead. So roll. It's 5d4.
Hello,
right?
Bug. Hello, Bug. What are you doing?
Burning hands. Yeah, 5d4. Divide that by 2. So 5 points of
All right.
healing to everybody. So that's Garbled, Aya, Victor.
Adder.
And then both my wolves are gonna try and bite this thing again. Eat,
All right.
eat the fucking
Roll.
wiggly tentacles.
Roll your thing for your stuff.
That would be.
My Benzine. You're bad.
Matches is a 14 to hit. Oh wait, no. Would he get a? Oh no, he's not flanking with Victor, is he?
Matches is flanking with Victor.
Okay.
If Matches is the right side one, then yes.
So that would be a 16 then, I guess.
It does not hit, unfortunately.
Alright. Sister, come on. Roll better. That was better. That is, a 19.
19. Alas, it does not hit.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Not quite. Just barely.
And it doesn't count, and it doesn't count as flanking in this instance because she is down in the well.
Because she's in its teeth, so there's no flanking to be had.
Womp womp. Alright. That's all I can do.
Alright. Hey, you healed him. Alright, Adder is gonna try again to get out of this thing. Oof, and he is also going to fail. Sorry, baby girl.
He has a +3 to his saving throws.
It is not a saving throw, unfortunately. It is an escape artist check. Which he's good at, but this thing is better at. Or rather, it's better at grappling than he is at escape artisting, because he's level 3, and this thing's CR9. So, he needs a training montage. All right, it's Fern's turn. Your whole party, except for Soot and Daniela, is grappled up in this thing.
Yeah, this sucks.
I is technically not grappled.
No, you're right. Aya is just in its fucking mouth. On purpose, I might add.
I am gonna have another question about that, by the way.
We'll get there when we get there.
I know.
Okay, well, I'm shield othering Garble because I forgot to do it last turn.
Shield that boy.
Garble, you get a +1 deflection bonus to AC and a +1 resistance bonus on your saves. And your damage will be halved.
Yay.
Alright.
And because that's a standard action, there's not much else I can do other than be grappled.
Alright. The squad is grappled.
Who got eaten?
Aya. On purpose.
Aya technically did not get swallowed, but she did self-inflict herself in the thing.
She is currently standing on its fucking...
She's standing within its teeth, just not down its throat. She hasn't been swallowed. She's in its mouth.
Aya is in the well.
She's in prime swallowing range.
She's literally born to get swallowed. So this is a situation, I would say, that is worth addressing. But you don't have to address. I can do whatever she wants, I guess.
It does keep other party members from potentially being swallowed. Like, Aya was not being stupid. She was being reckless.
True.
There's a difference, and the difference is very important.
So yeah, that's the situation. Is that so? That's all. So it's Garbled.
Yes. Garbled as a swift action. Yeah, I'm gonna summon Scarf.
All right. The guys are. Do I have a token for this thing? I don't think I do.
It's item. So.
It's item. Item is there. It is around you. It is there to help you out, however you should need it.
Yeah. Because listen, one of the abilities might help. I'm going to. I suppose I'm just going to attack this thing.
Alright.
As action. Because I kind of want to see if it is. It's just gonna be that one. Kind of want to see if that damage reduction stuck around or not. Wow.
Oof.
Wow.
Okay.
Oof, body.
Oh. Okay. So my question is very important here. The damage reduction would end at the beginning of of your next turn, correct?
I would suppose it because the duration is listed as 1 round. So.
Okay. That's quite tragic. Unfortunately, you feel like perhaps your dirty trick has worn off, perhaps because you're being like grappled, and therefore can't access the weak spot that you exposed for everybody earlier as well. Maybe that's the reason, if we had to justify the reason.
It moved a single rock back in front of its weak spot. No.
It literally moved that rock right back where it was before, unfortunately.
That's turn. I'm stuck.
Alright,
Oh my
it is
God.
Daniela's turn.
Oh,
Everybody
God.
except you and Soot are there in that thing.
God. Fuck, dog.
And this thing doesn't have bones, I'm sure.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're getting a distinctly boneless vibe from this one.
That was the first thing I thought of. Okay.
It is in a pit. Shadow's in there.
Technically, I have thought about that.
Fair.
It ends if the creature is entirely in an area with no illumination. I mean, its tendrils are not in shadow. Correct?
That is true. I will say that this thing has not moved except for its tendrils this whole time.
Yeah. One second. Let me see. Okay. I'm just running through my spells. Grappled is not the same as flat-footed.
Correct.
Yeah. They're not confused, frightened, paralyzed, slowed, or stunned, correct?
Correct.
Just grappled. Okay. So that's not gonna work either. Okay, Joa. And that, motherfucker.
There are no wrong answers here, I promise.
No, I know. I'm trying to think of
Okay.
what would actually work on it.
Apologies.
I guess Shadow Trap could be useful because they are in the tendrils, and that would pin the tendrils, basically.
Is that how Shadow Trap works?
It causes the target to become entangled by its shadow and prevents it from moving farther than 5 feet from its original position. That's how I
So that counts for the whole creature.
Yes.
Like the whole physical creature, which has not moved from the interior of the well.
Yes. Oh, god damn it.
Like the tentacles are its arms, basically.
Oh.
I'm not trying to harsh your Shadow Trap vibe,
No,
but
you're okay, buddy. Do not worry. Has it been using strength?
It's been grappling things.
Is that strength?
generally speaking, yes.
Okay, cool. But it's also been doing 40. Oh, reduces by half. Okay. And I already know I'm within that range. I guess Ray of Enfeeblement on it.
Alright, remind me what Ray of Enfeeblement does here.
Range touch attack is within that distance. Subject takes a penalty to strength equal to 1d6 plus 1 for 2 caster levels. Subject strength
Alright.
score is not below 1.
All right, I will make a fortitude save here. All right, that will be 18 fortitude save.
Okay, so that will get halved.
D6 plus 4 halved. That's still potentially.
Yeah. I was just trying to figure out the math of it and then looked at the parentheses and I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. Plus 4. Five, I guess.
All right, so the so it'll take 3. It'll be 3 less strong.
Oh, wow.
All right, that's good to know.
It is good to know. I have like anything that's a bonus action because I don't think I do. I don't know if I have anything that's a bonus action.
I mean, bonus actions aren't as much of a thing in.
Yeah, I know. Or like a swift action, you know, like any of the other
Yeah.
things. Okay.
All right,
God damn. Didn't I live with
I have a question.
tell me your question.
Was the piercing damage that I took an attack? Or was it automatic? Actually, okay, let me just give you the context to why I am asking.
Yes, please.
It's your favorite fucking feat. And it's the part that I never use. If you're using the total defense action instead, you can inflict one melee attack that would normally hit you. An attack so deflected deals no damage and has no other effect. Would that count?
Yeah, fuck it. It would, sure, yeah.
Cool. So she's gonna change stance. We're gonna turn those off and we're gonna turn that on. And because of Crane Post, when I deflect that attack, I can also make it I can make opportunity attack.
Swag.
So she kind of shifts position and closes up. Actually, no, she doesn't close out. She kind of opens out her stance a little bit more, so she's kind of stood in a way that makes her more difficult to fight. Her damage potential is limited, but she can be fucking annoying. So yeah, total defense for now, and then when it tries to kick it.
Alright, that
as
is
she
her,
clicks that.
Alright. Well, yeah, fucking, okay. Alright. So, let's start with this next swallow attempt, I guess.
Okay.
So, let's see here. I need to make a CMB against your CMD, which remind me again, so sorry, I keep forgetting.
It is now 37.
Okay, 37,
Because total
alright.
defense gives me slightly less than the Crane Wing bonuses.
Alright, so that is a 42.
Is
so
that reliant on it hitting with the attack?
no.
Okay.
This is the swallowing action, which is
I was-
distinctly different from the attack, which is the swallow hole is a weird ability. Most of the time, a combat maneuver is related to the attack, and the attack needs to happen, and then the combat maneuver happens. Swallow hole is if you have something in your mouth, you swallow it, and if you succeed, then it takes bite damage.
Okay, I see. So
And
I
in
was
this
trying
case-
to be clever and misunderstood the order of operations. Okay.
However, I will say that once you will take the damage.
That's why I asked about the interaction, because I had.
The bite attack is a valid thing. Okay. How about this?
I
You
have
will-
also clearly misunderstood how something works.
You will evade the teeth themselves. I'm going to make you take the acid damage from being swallowed, but then
That's
you will be allowed to make your attack of opportunity. Does that seem reasonable?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody grappled sees Aya get fucking swallowed. You take 8 acid damage and then make your attack of opportunity. This thing has a separate AC for its interior.
Particularly because I'm using slashy/stabby at the moment. Jesus fucking Christ.
But it has a separate AC for its interior, and that beats the interior AC.
Fuck yeah.
So roll your damage.
5 points of stabbing.
5 points of stabbing is totally fine because the interior doesn't have its damage resistance because that comes from the exterior. So
Getting better.
well, I mean, you can now because it has been sitting at 1 HP since Victor's last attack, and I've been just desperate to get any of you to hit it one time. And it has not been successful for an entire round. But Aya, it swallows you. You're like, fuck no, motherfucker. You stab it, and then you feel like the motion of the throat around you just stop. And around everybody, the tentacles go limp and drop you to the ground. Which is not high enough to cause any damage. Aya, you're still like swallowed, so nobody else can see you right now. You're just in the gullet, but you know, it's not continuing the motion. So everybody, you land on the floor or on the ground around the well. Aya, you are doing your own thing in there. Getting reoriented so you can figure out what direction you're going to climb out. But everybody else just saw Aya get swallowed, and now you're on the
And now the
ground.
thing's fucking dead.
And now it's dead.
Victor is getting up off the floor and like over the edge of the well. Just Aya.
Can Fern slam a channel energy real quick?
Yes, you can slam a channel energy. Aya, I'm actually gonna have you.
roll.
I'm gonna have you make a climb check.
Counterpoint.
Oh.
Sorry, grabbing a thing.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't feel like that should work in this instance, but like,
That's fair. I will
what
accept it doesn't
to
work.
lose. Yeah, I will say in this case, and I'm gonna make you climb out of this one, just because
Or
it's
at least climb out of its fucking mouth.
it's close quarters. You can fly once you're out of the mouth, but like you need to get yourself out of it first.
Yep. That's fair.
Um,
She doesn't have very much in climb. She's got a little bit.
it's okay.
Aya
It's
hear Victor shout for her.
Yeah, I think there is just kind of a. I'm mostly okay.
Alright.
20 points of healing for everybody. It takes you a minute, Aya, just to get reoriented in this space, and it's also, wet, so that's rough. But you are able to wiggle out far enough that you can reach a hand out for somebody. And Victor, you're right there. Presumably others are also. You will be able to grab her hand and help her out the rest of the way.
Pull that bird back out of the fucking well beast.
That she jumped into on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
revisit
and
real quick.
it kept other people from getting swallowed.
Fern's channel energy. Fern does a little stompy stomp, and then like the ground kind of almost rumbles, and you guys feel a pleasant wash of warmth.
should I include Aya in that as well? Or-
Yes. Yes.
Oh yeah, yes. I can hit 6 people with this, including myself. There are, I think, all 6 of us, including including Adder as part of that, got damaged as part of this. I don't actually know, but like everyone around is included. Danela is not, mainly because she's out of range, but I also don't think she took damage.
Danela was good back here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We have 2 ends of a spectrum. Danela's good back here, and Aya's good in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else still need heals?
No.
Adder's back up to full with the 20 points there.
I'm also good.
Aya could use some, but she's kind of gonna. If someone else needs priority, they can take it.
Well, I mean, is it just Aya?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll pop a lay on hands on Aya. Also, don't y'all. I know I say this a lot, but don't worry about heals. I got 6 people uses and 8 specific person uses. If I run out of heals, we have bigger problems.
Yeah. No. Aya's concern is just look after everyone else, but deal with me.
Well, Aya's the most hurt right now, so Aya's getting looked after. She can't escape it. Sorry, girl. That is 17.
Incredible.
All right. We're going to close the session here because I'm up in 6 hours for school, and we will deal with the rest of the aftermath of the well. Thank you for enjoying my well. I hope you enjoyed my well.
Look, I'm not with this group. I'm not usually the one who does blatant shit, and I think it's important.
You're not. No, what are you talking about?
Aya does
That's
so much things.
Bro. You're just lying.
Jumping into the more of the beastie is usually something that I reserve for other characters.
I'm just Aya be doing all Aya will do, God bless her, is get hurt for the sake of other people get hurt less. On purpose every day.
She's the frontliner. It is her job. Like I don't know what's a mystery about this.
It's not a mystery. I'm just saying, if you're saying Aya doesn't do stupid shit, you're wrong. And you're being dishonest with yourself.
I can relate to the jumping into the more of the thing because like in a D&D game I played last week, I was like, a guy fell in lava and I'm like, well, I'm going after him.
No.
I remember when you jumped into the acid to.
I was just
and the
thinking about
acid.
that.
Acid. Oh, Rowan.
I would
all right.
like to point out that Aya usually gets away with her stupid shit because she looks super sexy doing it, and we're more focused on the sexy than the stupid.
That is true. And this time she jumped into a wet mouth, so that is less sexy.
Oh yeah,
Sometimes
no,
these-
she is like
Parties into
actively
war, I
trying
was-
to get the fucking gunk off.
All right. I'm gonna go to sleep. Love you all. Hope you had a great session. I had a great time. Enjoy my well lurker and good vibes. Good night.
Thank you for
Love you.
session, buddy.
Bye.
Have fun.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.
Bye.